extra time.
I think it's an opportunity to understand what are the things that we still need to work on. We're all, professional cricketers, but sometimes when you're winning a lot of games, you don't tend to focus on the points that need to be improved as such, because someone or the other is stepping up. When the whole team does not execute the things that you want to, you understand a lot more things that you need to work on as a team, and that's always a good sign. We got to know a lot of things that we need to still keep working on to be, the top side in the world. And as I said last time, we cannot take anything for granted at any stage during a test match. And it's something that we look as an opportunity to learn rather than thinking of it as a setback. I think these things also are very important in your cricket journey. Some people would have made more out of their jobs in those few days, I guess. But us as a team, we never got excited by praise. We don't focus on criticism either. What we focus on is what we think of each other as individuals in the change room, and the respect that we maintain there inside the dressing room. We take losses together, we take wins together, and that's how we move forward as a team. And our focus was always to win games, every game that we play. And the focus remains the same. It doesn't matter whether we lose or we win. It's the way how we play. And last game was a disappointment in the way we played. It wasn't more of the result. We've lost before, but we've lost fighting hard. But when you don't have enough intent during the game and you lose the game, that's when it hurts you. So I think that's all that we made of it. The comments or the headlines don't matter to us. They never have, and we don't base our cricket on that. So Hardik Pandya is not available for selection. He has a niggle in his shoulder, and so he's not fit to be available for selection. Rest of them are. And what was the second question? Sorry. Combination. I won't let it out right now. But we do have 2 or 3 combinations that we're looking at. Not one set pattern, and we'll see accordingly what fits best for this kind of surface. I played a lot of games here. I don't think the wicket has changed over the years at all, and it looks like a typical Bangalore wicket. There's no surprises about the wicket. Whenever we play test cricket here, we've done really well, so we take all those things into account, and we always play well at the stadium. And even the last time we played a test match, we won. So even against Australia, the last time we played here, we won the test match. So those things obviously are big positives for us, and we know exactly how the wicket plays, and we know exactly what to do with this sort of wicket. Well, our focus is not only on him. I think the whole team has to play well against Australia to win a test match. That's something that we've identified, and we're not focusing on one player at all. As I said last time, I mean, if we don't grab onto our chances, it doesn't matter at the end of the day, how many runs someone ends up scoring. It's basically what we had in our control. We did not execute that. So we're not focusing on one player only. The whole 10 wickets have to be taken twice to win a test match, and that's something that we already know. Situation might look very difficult, but if you believe that you can win from there, things start happening. So I think we believed as a team from there on that we can win the series from that position, and I think we have more experience and more belief right now in the team than we did back then. So I can assure you everyone's taking this as a massive challenge, and everyone's raring to turn things around in the series and play the kind of cricket we all know that we can play, and not take a backward step at any stage.